To all surviving SEAF units, stand your ground. Protect the civilians. Hold the line until the Helldivers arrive. You are the shield of Super Earth. Sirens scream through fractured glass. The war came quick, it came to pass. But boots were down before the call. The SEAF stood, guns raised tall. Through every blast, through every breach, they fought for those they swore to reach. Not bred for war, but trained to stay, to buy the time, to hold the day. The line holds here against the tide, in broken streets where heroes died. With iron grit and hearts aflame, they bled and burned without the fame. From Chlorel smoke to Crimson stone, from crowded slums to Super Earth throne. They fight, they fall, they persevere, with limp noodle arms and rifles near. The line holds here.
Evening's freedoms, divers of the Eastern and Western fronts. Tonight's intro was The Line Holds Here by Titanium, as dedication to those valorous many who are bold enough to hold the ground that we take with only the most basic of equipment. The Super Earth Armed Forces Marines. Yeah, I think it's a safe bet to say that everybody loves SEAF Chan. And they put us up on such a pedestal too. Tonight's top story is following the sniveling, opportunistic little weasels in the Automaton collective who've chosen now to strike while the Terminids already had us on the back foot, attacking the worlds of Charon Prime, Julheim, and Mort. An immediate strategic vulnerability was spotted in that all three of these attacks were based out of Charbal-VII, which has no megacities and an extremely low decay value. This information was forwarded on from High Command to the Liberation Fleet, and plans for a potential triple gambit were put into place. Unfortunately, with only 31% of the population working Charbal over, victory is anticipated in 44 hours. Far too late for Mort and Julheim, whose defenses are projected to fall in 32 hours, and doubly so for Charon in 9 hours. In light of this, a new secondary major order has been announced where the Helldivers are tasked with RMAing 1.5 billion automatons over the next week and 3 days, in addition to the 6 billion Terminids that we were already having problems with. Just as before on the Eastern Front, it is anticipated that the Automatons will not stop their advance until their numbers are appropriately decimated to such a degree. This brazen assault has split our forces, and projections indicate that we are only going to manage 58% of the total Terminid kill quota that we need, while the Automaton kill quota actually looks fairly decent at 91%. However, there is another problem brewing on the horizon, and that is the fact that the Unlimited have always kept very close eyes on major events, and the likelihood that they will allow this chance to finish Super Earth off for good to slip by is nearly zero. The attack is expected to come at any time during the next 24 hours. There is also an ongoing community event hosted by the Helldivers offering a cash prize, as in real people money, to the community faction that contributes the most missions to the ongoing major order. And the denizens of the SCAV Crew Super Discord server have reached an agreement with them. Those willing to participate can donate their proof of mission completion, that being the mission complete screenshot as well as post-mission statistics, to the SCAV Crew Super Discord, link in the description below, whose leader will submit them under his own name to the Helldivers. Now here's the critical part of all of this, Helldivers. Should the SCAV Crew win the day, this cash prize will be donated in full to Save the Children charity, who worked closely with the Freedom Alliance only a scant few months ago. This plan has been greenlit by the leader of the Helldivers, so there is no duplicity or sleight of hand here, just a bunch of siblings in liberty trying to do something just and right, and a humble newscaster trying to help them out. That is also not to say that you have to help them out either. I mean, you could enter into this contest and try to win the money yourself. There's nothing stopping you. But really? some light in the galaxy right now. It feels like all of our enemies are rallying against us in yet another attempt to snuff out the soul of humankind. My coworkers have been suffering from burnout, from the constant warfare, the constant back and forth, the constant sight of our siblings in arms being cut down, only for new replacements to arrive from the heavens on wings of fire. I have lost count of the number of divers that I have seen perish so far. It feels like this year has just been one long, rolling catastrophe of death, and I make jokes about it on air, mostly to avoid crying. It would be easy for me to say that this should be my last broadcast and simply lay down, give up, and wait for the end. So, why do we do it? Why do we keep diving, knowing that stepping onto the battlefield this time could be our last? Because we know what's at stake. Because we have an obligation to protect those who cannot protect themselves, be it in a game, during a civilian evacuation mission, or in real life, trying our hardest to put deed to word and shield children from the horrors of war that they didn't ask for and don't understand. There is a saying that no one truly dies until they are forgotten, and I know this to be true. Every comrade that we have lost, every brother, sister, every father who've lost their fight, they live on in our hearts, our memories, they live on in our very souls. The effects they've had on our lives, the sacrifices they made for the greater good so that we can be here today. Last night, my mother called me, sobbing her eyes out, saying that the last of my original pack of hounds, Velcro, had gone to see Dad. I saw it in Velcro's eyes after what happened last March. He couldn't speak. He was a dog, but he didn't have to. Auntie Pond, I'm sorry. Life just isn't fun anymore. And so he passed on, 5 months to the day after my father did. The finality of death is harsh. It leaves scars that may never fully heal. We just get better at dealing with the pain of them over time. But we are more than mere soldiers. We are helldivers, symbols of the unbreakable resolve of the human spirit. Every loss is a reminder of the immense cost of the war we fight, of the war against mental illness, of everyone that I fight. But it is also serving as a reminder of why we fight. We fight for peace. We fight for a future where children can sleep without fear of shelling, of invasion, where our loved ones can live without the looming threat of extermination. And in the face of death, we do not cower, we do not retreat. Instead, we honor the fallen by pressing forward against impossible odds, continuing the fight when all common sense says that it is impossible. Every victory we achieve, every life we save, they are a tribute to those who felt doing their duty in service to others, and we entrust those who follow after us to continue our great work, to lead others to a peace that we may never see ourselves. So let the Terminids come, let the Automatons come, let the Illuminate bring everything they have, let death come. We are ready. But we will not make it easy for any one of them. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.